or speak. I will not retreat, you can never compete. Your flesh is way too weak. I've been dealing, shading skin till I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric. Time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching. God is beside us. Still ride with a in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, lessons, by confessions, go to the high up. These ain't come from the cause, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual forces, fighting the demons, really for lifers. I was stuck in the state of me trying to survive. I was ready to rise and ready to thrive and cut off the poisonous ties. Money and change, you ruin the vibes and checking and jiving. In a turbulent time, and we need a spiritual teaching to keep us alive.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and our home team.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And away we go from Oakland. Darius Davis to return it. This makes it up to the 25. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Slot man motioned over. Right to the air is Herbert. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. The rookie out of Colorado, the one to bring him down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Chargers the first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
1st and 10 from the 43. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. And oh, he drops the deep shot. A big play to start the game, but it slips through incomplete. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
He's going to try another deep one here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down. All right, partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Fields this at the 19. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Here we go.
And first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Hurry up, hurry up.
331, 331. West right zip. Right.
Going to the ground again on first. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Turbo, sir. Tonight.
Looking to throw Fields. Got a man, it's Dante Thornton Jr. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
331, 331. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Floats that one, but they couldn't connect. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. And now they face 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Tonight. Hey, Ken. Easy. 11. Right.
Out of the shotgun, Fields escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, son. Green 19, get set. Bunch right. Regular. Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. Go.
3rd and long for him here. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here.
Here we go, son. 222. Extend.
Fields now on 4th. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Bray Harris, the intended target there. And now it's 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
To the right and pulled in by McConkey. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
The Chargers, first down. A gain of 14. And the Chargers.
Shotgun give to Hampton. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Herbert from the gun. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA. The Chargers go up 6-0 here in the first. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the Chargers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
First play is going to be a give to Jenty. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Fields on 1st down. Buying some time left. Going deep here for the end zone. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Chargers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. That's one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. Too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
It is so easy to marvel at the sheer amount of distance he threw that football. But can we also take a step back and marvel about the amount of distance covered by that defender? He had to stick in coverage 50 yards down the field, and that's not just it. It's not even about getting there. Once you get there, you got to make the play. He did it. That is job well done.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
At the 9-yard line.
Man in motion here. Shotgun snap to Herbert. It's complete to Johnston, now right. And they're able to drag him down as he reaches the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-0 is our score. We'll get back to the action in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They're looking at 3rd and 6 here. They'll throw 3rd and long. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. But it does force a 4th down. J.K. Scott on the punt. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And he takes this one back and in for the Los Angeles pick 6.
touchdown, Chargers.
But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. The first carry here for Tony Pollard. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Green 19,
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They've jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Here we go, side. Blue 58, blue 58. Press, butt right. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. It's going to be caught. Tony Pollard jukes another one. And the defense gets the stop to deny that first down, but still a very good gain. They picked up 12, 3rd and short. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go. Right.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose it. Yardage, 4th down coming up.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Hampton, open the drive. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And that pushes them back, 3rd down coming up.
This defense needed that, Kate. Just something good to happen. Creating a negative play. You never know when this thing can turn in the NFL, and that sack is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Forced out to his right. one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up. So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10.
319, get out tonight.
They'll start this one on the ground with Pollard. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. And dose of the hurry up here.
Easy.
That's good for an Oakland first down.
Extend.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Fields. He's going deep. Has it down close. Touchdown. The Raiders start to fight back with their first points of this game. Looking to tack on the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Raiders 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for first and 10. They'll work against the blitz. Hits him on the out route. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. Hampton gets the handoff. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. So we're down inside of 2 minutes remaining now in our first half. More from Oakland in just a moment. First and 10 now from the 46. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. That one's complete. Amari on Hampton. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's going to be good for an LA first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
That's what I call complementary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Back to the air, Herbert. Catch is made, that's Trey Harris. Gain of about 8 here, nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
A 3rd down give to Hampton. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 6.
They bring Johnston in motion.
First down.
Herbert on first down. It's caught left side by Harris. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They send a man in motion. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal.
Johnston.
The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
Backed up to the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Balin Tiger.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. It's a 38-yarder from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Fields. This is a heater going deep. And he's got it in close. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal game.
Raiders 14.
Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. 1st and 10, Herbert. Downfield, and he has McConkey. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers will add to their lead at the end of the half. Matt McConkey with a touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers make it a 10-point ball game.
Raiders 14. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They've got 1st down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Now it's Fields. Has a man on target to Thornton. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down. And for somebody who's been picked off like he has, Brock, you gotta admire his determination to keep attacking these coverages.
Yeah, that is risk. Right in the double coverage yet again. But this guy's got what I call a high belief factor.
And cut in the end zone for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 1-score game before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders cut it to a field goal game.
Raiders 21.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Here comes the final play of our first half. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he could not break beyond the line, so that's how our half's going to end. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19. Good.
Third quarter starts with a run by Pollard. This is ahead for about 5. Stopped by Deion Henley.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go. 331. Right.
Right back to Pollard. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. Brought to the ground by Dante Jackson.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3-19. Good. Right.
Fields now on 3rd. He puts some air under it deep down the left. This is caught inside the 15. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laid it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
EQ. Here we go. Right.
Fields with a chance to run it here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
Here we go, son. Blue 58, blue 58. No mas. Alpha. Tonight.
Fields looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Justin Fields touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. To the line on 1st and 10. Chargers beneficiaries of some good field position.
Set. Let's go.
Herbert from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Quick throw to the left is complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. He's got it inside the 25. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets...
And this is going to be good for a Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers grab the lead on their first series of the half. Dicker on now for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers push their lead to 3.
Raiders 28. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Go.
A pistol snap. Fields. He rolls to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Here we go.
2nd down and 10. Fields. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down.
Here we go, son. 3-19, can I do that? All right.
They'll air it out on 3rd. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
4th down.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Takes this in at the 25. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Go.
Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Set. Hey, ram. Set.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Couldn't get it to Arondé Gadsden the 2nd. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Takes it in at the 26. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 19, guys. Bunch right. Sit high.
They fake the handoff. Now Fields. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Now Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. There he goes, right sideline. Into the red zone. There it is, touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a lead just before the end of the third. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
A loss of a yard. It's 2nd down.
After the sack, here comes 2nd and 11. Now Herbert to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Chargers have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. On the play fake, it's Herbert. He's loaded another one up. Touchdown, L.A. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers push their lead to 3.
Raiders 35.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sit high.
Here's Fields to throw. Headed out right. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Dante Jackson takes it away. Will wind up out of bounds on the return as they take over at the enemy 40 following that INT.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his 3rd strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now he really manageable 2nd down.
The Raiders 32-yard line.
Throwing now, Herbert. Complete here to Hinton. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to give the Chargers the 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
It's caught left side by Harris. And he drives this forward to the 6.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 6-yard line.
Hampton gets it out of his own read. And he couldn't get much there, but what he did get was absolutely crucial. That makes it 1st and goal.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st down, and they go pushing for the end zone. And lost the football. It's not loose. This is going to be Raiders football.
Hey, listen, inside the 5-yard line, that ball needs to be welded to your body at times. Under no circumstances can it come free, whether someone puts a helmet on it or not. And there's players ripping at it from both sides.
Short pass brought in. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches, they really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Chased out to his right. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they're there to send him out of bounds, but Brock, the damage has been done as he gets him up past the 20. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be 2nd down.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in mind, double digits, and they nearly got it there.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He's going to loft one deep to the left. They connect on the deep shot. And he is down all the way to that 15-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Zone read, they'll give it to Genty. They're backed up. Not the stop they could afford, Brock, as this one loses yards. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58. Angel, angel, angel. Extend. Mayday. Right.
Throwing now. Flush down out to his left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
That's almost as good as a sack. Almost, Kate. Because those defenders, they like to have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue. And that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's first and 10. Here he is to throw. That's Harris on the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Back to throw. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! That is Caleb Ransall. And the Raiders have it as he records the first interception of his young career.
Just how many times do these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this? In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. And now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Setting up to pass. Going left side, Bowers has it. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Hauled in, again it's Bowers. And they get the first down. This also moves him into range, Brock, for a potential game-winning field goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Fields on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So they're going to go ahead and call a timeout here. Only 3 seconds left in the game. Now it all comes down to the veteran, confidently marching out for this moment. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. It has the distance, and it's on target. It's good! And they've taken back the lead. So put this in the win column for the Raiders. And this isn't just any 1-0 start for them. They pick up what could end up being a key division.
This speech is my recital. I think it's very vital to rock around. That's right. On time.